Okay, welcome to another episode of Mom Talk. We're recording more than one today, guys. And I want to talk to Victoria because she's going to always tell me the truth. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm sure y'all have heard like helicopter parenting. There's lawnmower parenting.
I've never heard of that.
Okay, I had to look that one up. And then bulldozer, parenting. So helicopter is just you're hovering. Guess you're always around.
Okay.
Watching. Lawnmower is you're making a way for them.
Okay.
You're going to go do this. That's how I take it. And then bulldozer is you're knocking down every hard thing or obstacle that they have.
Okay.
I mean, like back in the day when you could just run around outside unsupervised, you found a way. You took care of it. But now I'm not letting them out of my sight for safety reasons. This is not like a come home when the street light's on
No.
type of day and time we're
Or
living
like
in.
you've seen that commercial that used to come on like at 10 p.m. or whenever. Do
Oh.
you know where your children is?
Yeah, because nobody's home.
Yeah.
They can't be out of my sight. Still, I know I'm not the only person that feels that way. I'll give Emma a little leniency now. She's a little
She's
older.
14. Yeah.
But also, have I scared her to death? Because I don't know if I'm going to walk over there. Like my fears really have gone.
Projected.
Yes, projected. That's the word.
Yeah. When you were a kid, were you outside playing forever?
We were in a neighborhood, but yes, outside at my grandparents' house for sure. Backyard, front yard, basically in the road, doing whatever we wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, my kids can play in the yard. I mean, that's fine.
Can they play in other people's yards?
I don't know about that.
Okay. I do live in a neighborhood, so it hasn't come up just yet, but I know I'm like approaching the time because a girl at the top of our street is in kindergarten with Mason. They're in different classes, but kindergarten. And her older brother has been one of Mason's friends. Like, he is just the best older brother. He talks to Mason so sweet all these years, and he's just so sweet. But the little girl, that's her babysitter, is the older brother.
Okay.
She is allowed to have a double cul-de-sac where I live. She's now allowed to ride her bike down there. Mason thinks it's the best thing ever. So I'm like, I know I'm approaching the time where I'm going to have to like trust you to this time. However, she has an older brother who's, I don't know, probably Henry's age, a little younger. Mason, you are the oldest.
That's a big first leap too, is to let the oldest.
Yeah, and when they're so close in age, I don't know who's more responsible. I do think it's Mason, but
yeah, I still think he's very responsible.
Yeah.
And will take care of Remy.
I think they both listen really well. Like when it comes in the safety, because that is one thing I've been very like strict on.
And going back to that projection, I feel like the things I've said to my kid, I feel like Henry is old enough. They live in a neighborhood with their dad that backs up to even another neighborhood. But I think that's even weirder that I'm not there to see what it's actually. I'm just envisioning him absolutely getting kidnapped. But he is fine to walk through the backyard.
Yeah.
Through some other neighbors' yards, hope they don't mind, to make it to the friend's house.
Yeah. I mean, I've lived in this same neighborhood 3 separate times.
Yeah.
But the first time I lived here, obviously, I lived with my parents. And I don't know how young I started doing it, but I feel like middle school, I was like walking all around the neighborhood.
Oh, yes. And speaking of, Emma has a friend in this neighborhood, and they were out walking.
And Jarrett was like, is Emma here? I was like, are we babysitting her? No. But she is here in the neighborhood.
Yes. And so as she got home, I was like, what'd y'all do? She said, went on a walk. I said, good thing you told me. I got eyes everywhere. Don't worry. I don't think when they were younger and the helicopter term was like really going around, I didn't think I did that. Like, sure, I'll let you fall down. I'll let you play in the mud. I put some dirty stuff in your mouth. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm a touch of it though.
I want to know what you're doing. I don't know. My kids are still so young.
Yeah.
It's hard for me because I'm like still they still need supervision so much for me to be responsible, I feel like.
Yeah. But you're letting them do their own thing in the house. You don't have to stand over them.
Oh, no.
And they're going to figure it out.
And even in the yard, I'm like, are they inside? Are they outside? I don't know. I've heard the door open and shut 20 times. I don't know if they're in or out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm fine with them. But they also are very good, like I said, about safety. They're staying in the yard. They're not wandering. We have woods in our backyard that have lead down a pretty steep hill to a creek. And I'm like, don't go past these trees. And they don't go past the trees. They don't leave my driveway. So
the lawnmower one gets me. Do I do that? Do I clear a path? I feel like if any of them, that would be me. Like, rather than bulldozing, like, I want y'all to do hard stuff.
But do you?
I want them to do hard stuff, like in school, and push themselves and go to tryout and things like that. Because I think you have to go through those things. Don't want them to do hard things at home? No.
But the things at home that you don't want them to do aren't hard. They just don't want to do them.
Yeah, so I think I'm the lawnmower.
Maybe.
For that. Let me make this as easy as possible for you at home. Because I'm in charge there. I'm not in charge at school. So if you have to do something at school, I think you should have to do it. If you have to try out for this, you have to try out for this. If you're a dance teacher, baseball teacher, coach, whatever, you have to do that. I'm not going to interfere in that. But at home, I'm going to make their life as easy as possible.
They don't have to try out for things.
At school or at home?
Ever. They don't have to try out. So you're still saying, yes, you do.
If they think they want to, but they're on the fence, I'm going to push you to do it. Because I don't think
if they need to help you unload the dishwasher, no.
I mean, they don't tell me no. I don't even ask.
I know you don't ask.
Yeah. I feel like, which you already know this, they have to go. I feel like they're living this life they didn't ask for. That sounds so dramatic on another level, but like switching houses every couple days and like even just I have to have a different hairbrush. I have to have a different pillow. Like that drives me crazy for them. And that was the first thing the pediatrician said to me was the kids should not have to be living this life of your choices. You and your father should come in and out of the home. I'm like, I don't see that happening. Yeah, I just feel like who wants to live 2 different places all the time? And oh, you forgot your favorite mascara or you forgot your favorite shoes.
I mean, it is unfair. Absolutely. And it sucks. I mean, plain and simple.
Yeah.
But also you still have to raise them to be somebody's like wife and husband one day. And they're not just your kids. You're teaching them how to be people.
I know.
So it's a fine line.
Like I really focused on in the beginning because I didn't want them to be like having an attitude or talk back.
Also, they were so young in the beginning.
Yeah.
It's way different now. We are almost 12 and we are 14.
Yeah.
So that's way different than when we were, 3 and 5?
But even like packing their bags to go over there, I'll absolutely be like, Emma, let's sit down and do this. I want to make sure you have everything you need. Do you remember what you're doing on these days to wear this outfit or that outfit? Or do you have dance after school?
Do you pack it for her or you're just like reminding her of things while she packs?
Oh, no, I'm probably packing it. Okay. Probably. Most likely. There's a couple times she'll do it, but like I'm like in front of the closet. What about this shirt? Will you need this?
Okay.
And I for sure pack all of Henry's because he does not care. Yeah. I'm just throwing it in there. And I'll drop it off for the week. And baseball bat. Like, I'm not going to be that mom if you forgot your lunchbox. I'm going to bring it.
Okay.
What are you going to do? Tell them to eat school lunch?
Yeah, probably.
Or do I get like a 1 free pass?
It depends. Like Mason has forgotten his lunchbox, but the way it worked, he only forgot it one time. And the way it worked, we were able to drop Remy. We had enough time still. We were running ahead of schedule that morning, come home, grab it, and then go get a car circle line. But if we're in car circle line and you tell me you forgot your lunch, like you have responsibilities in the morning. Do you have your water bottle? Do you have your snack? Do you have your folder? And if we're taking lunch, do you have your lunchbox?
Yeah. My kids will say that stuff out loud. Backpack, water, lunch. Henry, his standard. Emma has some stuff thrown in there. So they'll say it out loud before we walk out the door. So I guess that's
what's kindergarten.
Oh, yeah. Probably because I started it then.
Right.
Like, I don't want to forget anything. I don't want y'all to forget anything. Yeah. So that's just like their thing now in the morning. So I guess I don't feel like any kid is trying to be irresponsible. That's not what I'm saying. I just feel like my kids would feel so bad if they forgot that, knowing I had to get back out. Like, I just can't be mad at that.
But you don't have to get back out.
But I would.
But why?
Because they didn't mean to.
But I just want my kids to be adaptable. And I feel like I was pretty catered to in a lot of ways as a child. And I feel like that's why I'm not as adaptable and flexible now.
I'm not adaptable.
I know.
I would full panic if I forgot something and my mom didn't bring it to me.
But it's not like they forgot it and they're not going to eat, or they forgot it and they're allergic to what's being served. They forgot it and there's still a very perfectly fine meal being served.
Okay. What about homework? Would you take it to him?
No, that's your responsibility. I'll help you with your homework. But if you can't put a piece of paper in a folder,
In the folder.
take it up to your teacher. I feel like that's a school problem, like you said.
See, I don't feel like Emma would even say anything to me now that she's older. I mean, obviously, Henry can't tell me once he gets there that he forgot it.
Now, if it's a project, I do feel like I would feel differently.
Okay.
A project, like, I don't know, do they do the science fair anymore? If they had some type of big project that we have been working on, not just regular everyday homework, yeah, I'd probably take a project.
Yeah.
Homework, no.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't get treasure box, I'm sorry.
They still do that.
So we didn't get a homework sheet. You have to work on it throughout the week right now in kindergarten. And on Fridays, if it's all the way done, you get treasure box.
I feel like they used to do that. Henry's is the same. You work on it all week, turn it in.
Yeah.
But it's some sort of like grade.
Kindergarten, no grade.
Yeah. Yeah. So he gets something.
Yeah, maybe it's just, I don't think I'm going to feel differently. I feel pretty good about this. My parents were never my parents couldn't bring me my homework.
Yeah.
Like, my mom was a teacher. What was she supposed to do? Leave her students to go? And she taught 30 minutes from our house. So how unrealistic is it for me to be like, I forgot my homework, and she's well, and
Yeah.
not my problem. Like, I'm at work. I'm teaching all day. I can't drive 30 minutes home, 15 minutes to your school, 30 minutes back to
No.
too much. And then my dad's working. My dad, he started in the fire department, I was in 8th, 7th, 8th grade. So every third day and
Right. Too bad.
in a burning building can't help you.
Yeah. And we wouldn't have been able to call anyway. Back in the day, it would have just been like, oh, if I happen to see your lunchbox in the back of the car that you didn't take out with you.
I did have found
You did?
in 6th
Oh,
grade.
yeah, because you're so much younger than me.
Yeah. Starting in middle school, I found.
Okay.
So elementary school, I didn't. But also, I talked about this the other day. I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm just saying I don't remember ever anyone being like, do you want me to pack you a lunch?
Okay. So you had to pack your own lunch.
No.
You didn't.
You're buying one.
It just was not an option.
We aren't buying the food to be packed. You can buy it at school because we've already paid the money and
Okay.
there's food there. We don't have to worry about you forgetting it. I don't know. Like I said, maybe I just don't remember being offered, or maybe I always wanted to buy, but
You don't ever remember a time you packed your lunch?
never.
Okay.
Not until middle school, then I did.
I definitely took a lunch that I would buy on Pizza Day. So this was like back in the day in elementary school. I don't know what I did in middle school. I remember high school, you could do the vending machines. And I was like, wow, amazing.
Yeah, big time.
Get a chocolate milk even.
Wow. Living. I had the chocolate milk in the bag.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I had that in elementary school. High school was the vending for that.
Yeah, I don't know what the reasoning was, or like I said, if I just don't remember.
But you packed Mason's lunch, right? How'd you decide you were going to do that?
I just was like, do you want me to pack it or do you want to buy it?
Okay. So he had the option.
He has the option. Sometimes he wants to pack, sometimes he wants to buy.
Do you look ahead on the menu and see what they're having?
I literally never look at the menu, have no idea what they're having.
Okay. He's just fine with it.
He's fine with it. And then, like, I've told y'all before, he wakes up sometimes at crazy hours, but sometimes like a normal hour, he's in a normal thing.
Yes.
Which hallelujah. But he'll wake up and eat breakfast. And then when Remy wakes up, he'll snack again. And then this dude's going to school and eating breakfast.
Yeah,
I never
yes.
eat breakfast at school.
I never ate breakfast at school, and Henry does as well.
Yeah. I'm like, wow.
Henry just started this year, because I do feed him at home.
Yeah.
But he's, this is social time.
No, I know. I caught on that this is not just to eat food. But you know what? Go get your dollar breakfast.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
I'm good with it.
Emma, to this day, has not gone through a lunch line, breakfast, or lunch. She helps with a class that needs help going through, but she herself has not ever purchased lunch.
Wow.
And I do wonder because there's a lot of money on her account. I think Michael had high hopes she was going to be doing that.
And no.
So I don't know if we can transfer it to Henry or what.
Bump it over to the next school when she goes to high school.
It does carry over because this was an elementary school. So it is just
okay.
still with her.
All this time.
Yeah.
Okay. Not even the a la carte line. They still do that?
I don't know. Maybe in high school, and maybe she'll get crazy there.
If we go back to the lawnmower, I think you are a lawnmower.
If I had to pick one.
If I had to pick one category for you out of those, lawnmower.
Okay. Are you any of them? I don't feel like you are.
I don't really.
I think I'll go back to Ken of would I be this way if the kids didn't live in two separate homes?
I feel like yes.
You do?
I mean,
It's my personality.
no,
for
I was going to say, I
sure.
think it's your personality to just want to do all these things for them. And I think that really put it into hyperdrive.
Yeah.
I think at some point you would have probably started having them do more if the divorce didn't happen.
Yeah. That's what I think too.
But I think since the divorce happened, you're like, oh, you can live like this until you move out and then best wishes.
Best wishes to your future spouses.
I mean, even to yourself, like you want to live on your own in college because you got a lot of learning to do.
I mean, that's true. During COVID, I was like, Emma, we're going to learn how to wash the clothes. Henry, come in here.
And did they?
Yeah, they did. They do not care. They do not put up a fight. It's not like they think they're not supposed to. It is absolutely me. And I'm like, they're not here these days. So I'm going to take care of everything that I need to get taken care of. So when they are here, I'm only spending time with them.
Which, I mean, I do understand that mindset too. But I mean, at the same time, it takes 5 minutes to unload and reload the dishwasher. Like, it's quick. Remy's out here putting up silverware.
Good for her. I know she's a worker.
Not that my kids do it.
I know she's a worker.
I'm like, y'all are here too much to not.
Okay, I did see this article speaking of, and it was about somebody having a problem with kids doing chores. I didn't write it.
But you
I really don't have a problem with it. No, I think it's great. And you do like age appropriate. They've got to do one thing and then Mason's got to do 3 things or something.
I mean, I even break mine down further, and I feel like a lot of people would probably consider some of my expectations as chores.
Okay.
So I have expectations because you live in this home, and I have chores, which are things that are like everyone could do, but it's you.
You're assigned to this task.
Yeah. So like expectation, your clothes go in the hamper. That's not a chore to me.
Oh, I wouldn't think so. Just put them up.
You're done eating, put your dishes in the sink. Those aren't chores.
Right.
Unloading and reloading the dishwasher. Yeah, I could do that. Your dad could do that. Anybody in here could do that. You're doing.
The change.
Oh, yeah. I mean, especially like the older, I don't know, them being so close in age, I feel like it goes back and forth. Sometimes they feel like twins, like ability-wise. Sometimes they feel like Mason will feel real 6 and Remy will still feel 3.
Yeah.
But right now they feel very 4 and 5. Or like maybe Remy's starting to feel a little 5 to me and Mason's feeling 6 to me. I don't know. They feel closer in age right now. Right now I'm like, yeah, it's your night to do the dishes. Or it's your night and we'll alternate. Or, hey, go get all those clothes out of the dryer and go put them in a basket on my bed. Which Mason does that because he's strong enough to pick up a basket.
Yeah.
So yeah, it goes back and forth. But yeah, expectations and chores are different to me.
Okay, how do you feel about interfering might not be the best word, but interjecting if your kid has a problem like with a friend? I know you're not there yet in age, but I know you've given him some advice, Mason advice through school. They started. Finish it.
But don't be the one to start it because then I'm going to finish it.
Start it.
With you.
And Henry isn't even, I mean, there's nothing going on. He's a boy. And maybe boys have some drama sometimes, but this is more of a girl thing. Or for me, it has been so far. Like, how far do I go into this situation with Emma versus letting her handle it? And I feel like I'm more, sure, I'm going to give you advice. I'm not calling the other person's mom.
Yeah.
I think y'all should try to work it out between you.
Yeah, I'm not calling anybody's mom unless there's like a real problem.
Yeah.
Honestly, work it out. Yeah. I mean, if you want to talk to me about it, if you want advice, I'll give you advice. But if you're coming need a vent, that's the thing. Sometimes I just want somebody to vent to. I don't want a solution. I just want you to hear me because I'm going to do what I want to do and I have a plan.
Yeah.
I don't need advice. And sometimes I want advice. So I feel like that's something I'm going to have to make clear at some point with my kids. Are you talking to me to vent or do you want my help?
Do you want some ideas?
Like you're fighting with your friend. Okay. Tell me about it. Do you want me to say anything or you just had to get it out?
Yeah, because we've already had that. But she doesn't tell me until later. So I'm like, it's a little late for me to give you any advice now. So I feel like you just want to finally get it off your chest.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like, especially at this age, that would be something for them to work out mostly on their own, just like have a sounding board.
Yeah.
But I don't see myself calling the other parent, like you said, unless it was something
I might have to call some parents with Mason in the future. We'll see. But parents will be calling me maybe. But no. Girl, my situation's backward. I might have more concerns as Remy gets older, but Remy is literally just like happy-go-lucky, gets along with everybody, a little shy if she doesn't know you. When she does, she's very like bubbly and energetic and just very happy.
Okay, speaking of that, I don't know if I saw this on a reel or what, but it was like a study of why the popular kids were popular. Did you send me? I don't know how many like span of years that they did this, but they said the common denominator wasn't like clothes or how you look. It was how nice you were to other people. So like the more friendly you are, the more popular you are because you've connected with all these other people.
I mean, it makes sense.
I was like, oh, that's Henry and Remy.
Yeah.
Not that Emma and Mason aren't nice.
No.
They're quiet and reserved.
I think you have to have an extroverted personality in a way to be popular because I don't want to talk to that many people. Not that I'm like rude, but that feels like a big social setting.
Yes, it does. I'm just picturing you walking down the hall just chit-chatting with everybody. That's how I picture Henry.
Yeah. I don't know, Mason might do that too.
Yeah.
I really can't tell yet.
I was like, that does make sense to me.
Yeah. Like, I was just very shy and quiet, and I guess that doesn't make you a ton of friends.
Right, because then they have to come to you.
I mean, I had friends, don't get me wrong, but
that's like that meme, how do you make friends with an introvert? You don't.
You don't.
Or the extrovert comes to find you.
You have to find me.
Thank goodness we work together.
Forced into it.
Forced friendship. It's really turned out.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't think you're any of these parents.
No, I don't think I am. Because I'm not helicoptering. I don't think I'm trying to make your life easier. I think I'm trying to give you skills to be a successful, productive human.
And then you're not bulldozing.
Yeah, what's that one again?
You remove all the obstacles.
Oh, no, you need some of those. That's just life.
I don't know if there's more categories.
There's got to be. I'm not any of these machines. Am I like a golf cart? I'll just ride beside you.
Let's make our own turn. That's great.
I'm a golf cart mom.
I love it.
Okay.
Yeah, you're just chilling beside him.
Yeah, like, here if you need me.
Yeah.
But do your own thing.
Okay, that's quaint.
We did it first. Okay, do you feel like there's anything that you want your kids to do or start doing or teach them before they're out of your house? Because I know Emma is 14.
So she's been cooking with me a lot. I feel good about that.
Okay.
But like literally, if she were just to leave my house tomorrow, I would want her to know how to do her clothes and stuff. The dishes they've helped with, it's just nothing set. Cooking, feels good about that. Henry needs to know how to do some stuff cooking. I mean, they've cleaned, they've dusted, they have done it. It's just nothing on a regular. So currently,
what about their room? Like what do we do with our rooms right now?
Okay, so Emma's room, I don't feel like it changes anymore. Like
there's not toys and stuff everywhere.
And she's not that messy teenager. Like
I was.
Yeah, I don't think I super was. Like they have a laundry chute in their bathroom. So that's always just straight down to the laundry room. Which is a plus for them. They don't have to bring down their clothes.
Yeah, that's nice.
They're just right there. So there's not usually clothes on the floor. I mean, I bring her clothes up. Those get put up. It's a miracle. But like, I'm not stepping up her stuff. I don't have to get on them to clean their room all the time. And even Henry, like, I would say the most his bed's unmade half the time. More than half the time.
Because right now, let me tell you, what was it like when they were my kids' ages?
I do remember all the Barbie parrots and the Legos and all that. And then, the Nerf. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in the Nerf situation right now.
Yeah.
We have entered Pokemon.
We touched on that.
So you know how Pokemon Go was a thing a few years ago? It's still an app. And Jarrett re-downloaded it, and Mason is obsessed since I know we're Pokemon.
What's that mean? You catch one or something?
You can walk, it's interactive, honestly. You walk around, a Pokemon will appear, and you just throw balls at it and catch it. And then they can battle. You can trade.
Wow.
So Jarrett and I both have Pokemon Go on our phone.
Okay.
He loves it. And you have to walk to hide certain ones. And he's out here just walking around my house with our phones for an hour.
No, I like the movement.
Yeah, it gets him moving.
Yeah.
Which he never stops, but
yeah,
even more.
No, that's a smart one.
Yeah. But right now their room, I'm like, you guys have to pick up your rooms. And then on Sunday, we reset the room.
Okay.
Like, I'll go in, clean their nightstand. They're 4 and 5, so they do a good job age-wise, but I'm still like, oh, let me help you. Let me help you out here. And then I don't make them clean their bathroom. I have made them clean a bathroom before. I don't make them clean their bathroom. For one, they use it like in the middle of the night, and that's about it.
Yeah. They take a bath in your bathtub, right?
Yeah. Like, I don't even know why we have a full bath up here.
Yeah.
But yeah, their rooms, I don't know. That's one thing I'm like, I could be more strict on.
Now that you're saying that, I definitely could with Emma's bathroom. It has become hers. Henry just uses mine, and she actually loves things a certain way. I usually don't have to ask her. There's been something happening, and I don't even know how long, that I'm like, how can you step foot in here?
Yeah.
But then I'm like, she's someone, I don't have to come in here. So, like, if you like it, this stresses me out. So I haven't gotten on her. I could, but I'm like, why don't you do it when you feel like you need to? Because I don't care. Nobody goes in there but you. And that is how it's going to be when you grow up.
And I feel like that about my kids' rooms too now, honestly. Like, I've always had a rule, we need a clear path from your bed to the door. If you're sick in the middle of the night, if there is a bad dream and you want to get out, an emergency, I don't know, a tornado, and I'm coming to scoop you up. If I step on a leg out, we're just going to get blown away because I'm on the floor. Like, as long as there's a path from your bed to the door. And straighten up, I feel like I was pretty strict, and now I'm not as strict. And they take full advantage of that.
Why do you think you changed?
I think, I don't know, just a little perspective shift. And it doesn't make a ton of sense to me even, but just in the scheme of life.
Like, how important is this?
How important is this?
Yeah.
You're not living in filth.
Right.
There's not dirty dishes and food and like, there's toys.
Yeah.
And yeah, in the scheme of life, what's not hurting me at all? Like, it's not stressing me out. I don't see it. I'm not really tripping over it.
Yeah.
You're playing, and then we have to run errands, so you have to stop playing, and you want to come back and play.
It's just a constant revolving of, I'm going to keep playing with this. I'm not saying you should never pick it up, but that's the stage of life you're in.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I feel like our Sunday reset is like probably good enough, that plus my to the door rule. And really, they don't like have piles of stuff all over the room. They've just got whatever they're working on out.
Yeah.
So I've gotten a little more relaxed with that. And do you follow Nurse Hadley on Instagram?
No, I don't think so.
She's a hospice nurse.
Have you sent her to me?
Yeah. She's adorable. But she posted a reel one time talking about how her coworker was out sick, I think, and she was taking on one of the cases for the day. And before work, she was super stressed. She was running late. She was like, there's toys everywhere. I'm tripping all over everything. Mm-hmm. And then she get back to her car after the call, which she recorded like a before and after of all of her, not all of her. Sometimes her reels are like that. And she gets back in the car and she just was like defeated, like almost. Looking. She was just like, I can't wait to go home and their toys be everywhere.
Yeah.
Because her patient that day was a child on hospice.
Yeah.
And the child was declining because they didn't want to play with their toys anymore. Okay, I just can't wait to get home and see toys everywhere.
Yeah.
So I don't think it was that reel that snapped in my brain, but I just really think things like that.
And then also, everybody tells you from the minute you have kids, like, enjoy this. It goes so fast. Yeah. And that's always been in the back of my brain. If I get annoyed, I'm like, okay, not much longer. And then I really will be sad. I don't want to come into an empty, super clean room. I don't.
Yeah. Or I like will picture my kids' rooms like when they're moving out.
Yeah.
And like just an empty room. And I'm gonna have flashbacks to right now with the Barbie dream house and the pegboard full of Nerf.
I mean, I already miss those, as annoying as they were. Like, what a fun time. It was.
It can be.
I know you're exhausted in the middle of it, but when you're not.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's fun. It is fun. But it is a lot too.
Yeah, also a lot.
Both at the same time.
I don't know if I'm going to change my ways.
I don't think you will.
But I'm hearing everybody.
Maybe have them packed their bags. Emma's 14. If you can pack it for a sleepover, you can pack it for a sleepover at your dad's.
Yeah.
Same thing.
No, she can do it. Like I said, it's no pushback. It's just me.
Yeah.
I also think it's my personality as a whole, not even just a mom, just to take care of things.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, oh, that's good because I did it.
Yeah. But what would you be doing if you didn't do that?
What do you mean? Nothing. I wouldn't be doing anything if I wasn't taking care of somebody.
So it's going to be really hard when they move out.
I don't think that was in question.
Okay.
I'll think about it.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks for coming to our crazy talk. Don't forget to follow us on Apple, Spotify, and Instagram. And thanks for listening. Bye.